Okay, last one. I touched on this very briefly in the first talk that I've done. It's now that would have been, this is the fourth one. I said fourth on the last video. It's actually the third. This is the fourth. Reverts should marry other reverts. Okay. Now listen. Let me contextualize that. Let me put that into some. Let me just unpack it and tell you. Explain what I meant by that. And like I said, it was a quick comment, and I didn't give any explanation for it. So probably something that I shouldn't have said. It's not an absolute that all reverts should only ever marry other reverts. Of course, that's ridiculous. Of course, that's non-workable and stupid, okay? That's not what I meant. What I meant was reverts should marry reverts because they will have common experiences and common ground. Most likely their families are not Muslim, okay? They could be, obviously, but most likely their families are not Muslim, okay? Most likely. So when you have that type of similar experiences, you're both reverts to the religion, you both hopefully have a zealous and a zest and a passion for the deen, that's a positive thing. That's a positive thing. So you're going to hopefully be pushing each other to excel in the religion and helping each other in that way. Okay. Another thing that I like the idea about reverts marrying reverts, and like I say, this isn't an absolute. There's many benefits between reverts marrying into other traditional Muslim families because culture is great to share culture. Okay. But imagine these two people were born into non-Muslim families. They've lived their whole lives in non-Muslim families up until whatever age. And now these two people get married for sabilillah. They get married for the sake of God and start another family, a fresh family on deen, on Islam, on Tawheed. To me, that seems beautiful. Okay, it's a bit idealistic. I know it's a bit sort of Islamic tinted glasses on and everything, but it just seems nice. To me, it sounds nice, and that the thought of that feels nice. Okay, and if they've already got kids, she or he they both may have kids. Imagine now they're bringing those kids up that would have been brought up in non-Muslim environments and non-Muslim families. Now they see how it grows. You see, to me, that seems like a good idea, but it's depending on the person, depending on the situation, depending on so many different caveats and everything else involved in that. It sounds to me like a good idea, but it's dependent on the individual. And if that person, he or she has found someone that's in a Muslim family and they tick all the boxes, or tick most of the boxes, then brilliant. Then marry that person. You know what I mean? Don't delay it. Don't hang around. Get on with it and marry that person. You can't just look for a revert, okay? And it's important. Just going to add on, because this video is probably not going to be as long as the others, unless I go on another rant. You're not going to get everything that you want from one person, okay? There's going to be aspects of that person that don't fulfill everything that you want. No one is perfect. You shouldn't let perfection be the enemy of good. So, for an example, I'm rubbing my hands a lot, I don't know why. There may be something about that man that woman doesn't like, but she can fulfill that. She can get that from another group, from her friends, or from her masjid, or a study circle, or some other aspect of her life can substitute that whatever it is that she's not going to get from her husband, and vice versa. You're never going to get the perfect person unless you marry the Prophet ﷺ, okay? He was the perfect person. The rest of us are mad flaws, okay? So bear in mind, okay, whoever you marry, revert, non-revert, or whatever it is, there's going to be things about that person that you're going to have to find some, like you would like them to have, but you're going to have to find those qualities and fulfill those things somewhere else, okay? All right, people, another 4 minutes. Sorry about that. I try and squash these in, and then I end up making these videos and going off and forgetting that I should have said this and I should have said that. That's very frustrating, okay? I'm trying to rush. People, thanks for listening. I'm not a scholar of anything. I'm just giving an opinion. Maybe it's helpful, maybe it's not. Anyway, I hope that some good comes from it. Knowledge beats ignorance, love beats hate. Peace.